ladies and gentlemen. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining in for another episode of GM Vault. We're going to get started in a few minutes. I don't know why, but I'm really nervous today, which means it might be a good episode, or it might just be the worst episode we've ever had. So stay tuned and let's find out together, shall we? As always, as usual, talk to me in the chat. I can see you guys from here. We'll get started in a minute, like I said. I hope you guys are enjoying your time. You know, I know we're locked up right now. I know we're in our own vault, I guess you can say. But, you know, we're still alive. Thank God and glory to God. So let me know how you're feeling. Talk to me. Want to communicate with you. The whole purpose of this is to distract you from the things that are going on around the world. So talk to me. Well, let's see what we can do and have a good time. So talk to me. We're going to get started in a few minutes. By the way, shout out to Raziel. His channel on YouTube, it's just _Raz with 2 Z's. This is a song that he made himself called What Day Is It? And it's a nice lo-fi kind of style beat. And actually, like, the title is so fitting because we're in this lockdown, in this quarantine, and we're all like, you know, what day is it? Is it Tuesday? Is it Thursday? Is it Saturday? I don't know what day it is. Well, let me tell you, today is Thursday because it is another episode of GM Vault. And like I said, we're going to get started in a few minutes. Today we're going to be going over some lost footage, and what I mean by that is we have a series to look at from 2014, actually. Then we have just some footage from fellowships within 2015, I believe. And then I just have just a little something extra for you guys. It might be a short stream today, but, you know, it should be about an hour. Maybe more, maybe less. Karina, what up? I need to go back to FNMs and FNM after parties. That is so true. I am missing not only like the services and, like, you know, like after parties, but like I miss everyone going to the services. You know, I miss seeing people and just like worshiping God and hearing a powerful word. And I'm praying and declaring that when this is all done, that church is gonna be packed every single Friday night, and that we're like shouting out to God, not because we want to be extra, but we're shouting out to God because, like, you know, we can't contain it no more. And I'm just looking forward to everything that God has planned for us in 2020, you know, whenever we're out of this quarantine. So like I said, this song is What Day Is It by It's Just Raz. Today is Thursday, of course. So another episode of GM Vault. We're gonna get started in about 30 seconds here. Let me know how you guys are feeling, man. Say hi in the chat. I'm here to talk with you. This is a collaborative experience. You know, it's like if a reaction channel was talking with people, I guess, or was live. Karina, we need to rent a beach house and have quarantine summer bash. That is not a bad idea. That would be dope. Too bad we're all broke because we're not working. Well, most of us aren't working, but that would be so cool to rent a beach house and have quarantine summer bash. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna lower this music just a little bit. Thank you, Raziel, once again for What Day Is It? If you want to hear that song in full, you want to share it, it's at It's Just _Raz with 2 Z's. You can hear that online, and you know, it's really cool. It's like a good vibe. The one thing I have against it is just it's not long enough, you know. It's 2 minutes, and I gotta keep looping it because it's so good. Aftermath Summer Bash. Interesting. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GM Vault episode 3. This is where we're looking at lost footage. We're looking at things in the vault, and basically we're going to relive the moments, go behind the scenes, and just peek into the vault. So we're also going to maybe learn some secrets and just chill. Hey, it's just Raziel. He is in the chat. That is the man who made this beautiful song that you're hearing in the background. We're getting started today. I am in isolation station 4736251. I hope you guys are doing a good job in staying safe and staying healthy wherever you guys are. Yes, Brazil, you have to make a loop. I don't know if it's like it should be a 10-hour loop or what, but definitely I recommend you keep doing more. You know, you have more time, so keep doing some more. I want to hear more. So yeah, today we're gonna go over a couple of things. So first things first, as you can see by the title, it's called Lost Footage. The reason why is we're going to go into the vault into 2014 for a little series that we recorded some things for called Lost, Where Am I? So we're gonna be looking into the vault for the Lost. We have the trailer, we have some footage and some videos that we had up for that series that we had back in 2014. We're also gonna be looking at some fellowships. So excuse me, we're gonna see some ice skating, some obstacle course running, some volleyball from the years prior, and you know, just have a good time here. And then I have a little something extra just for us to enjoy and laugh. Yeah, so like I said before, this is a interactive experience. I'm not here to talk to myself. I'm not here to look at these videos by myself because I've seen them before. I've seen them again. I've seen them when I was picking them for the vault episode. This is an interactive experience, so talk to me in the chat. We'll have a good time. You know, like every week. It's a little distraction, but it's also hilarious. So, like I said, we might have a good time today, or we might have the worst time. But let's find out and let's see together. So, without further ado, let's go in to the vault. All right, here we are, Lost, Where Am I? So this is the Lost series. We had a series back in 2014, basically just trying to discover where we are in life. You know, a lot of times we walk around and we're just wondering, you know, like, where am I going? You know, where am I now? Where have I been and stuff like that. And basically we wanted to take that and I guess run with it and see exactly what we can do in message wise. And we had some I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks worth of messages, and you know, we really went in and talked about Lost. So we're gonna go over some footage. I'm gonna show the trailer right now of what we showed of Lost, Where Am I? And then we're gonna get into some footage and see the end result of what happened. So I guess not a spoiler warning, but more of a cringe warning. It might be cringy for those watching. So let's get into the trailer. It's our old G Movement intro. I don't know is there time to read this? Okay. I'll read it. So, it is good to feel lost because it proves you have a navigational sense of where home is. You know that a place that feels like being found exists. And maybe your current location isn't that place, but hallelujah, that unsettled, uneasy feeling of lostness just brought you closer to it. So I don't remember exactly where we got that from, but I think I just took it from a video.
You know, I think in many ways, in some ways, it's easier not to be a Christian in this world because the devil may leave you alone.
If where I've been was supposed to change who I am, then why am I still the same?
If I continue walking forward, not knowing how it will end or where I will be, then why is this path paved small enough for only me?
The moment you receive Christ as Savior, you're in for it. Unless you live on your knees and live in the Scriptures and keep your guard up and have your spiritual armor on at all times. Because if you let down even one day as a Christian, you're in trouble.
His voice is so iconic.
I needed you to lead me, not to pursue me. You told me that I'm not alone, and you show me the way.
Will the path lead me to the end of the tracks, or will it show me the first stop to moving forward?
The moment you receive Christ, you see all the world is going this way. You turn around and start against the tide as a Christian. And that's hard.
I can't seem to find how I got here.
I can't seem to find where I'm going.
What am I doing?
Where is this leading me?
How did I get here?
Where am I going?
But you know, it's hard to be a sinner too, the older you get, because the Bible says the way of the transgressor is hard.
Lost. Where am I?
A brand new series coming to Friday Night Movement, starting this June. Only at G Movement Friday nights.
So like, I definitely like the concept. Obviously, I'm kind of biased because, yeah, I was the one who directed it and put it together, edited all that stuff. But like, the concept, you know, is pretty dope. But it's just like, I guess it was like the wrong execution. I guess, like, you know, you'll see through the footage. We're just like doing random stuff. There really isn't basis on it. And yeah, that voice at the end, I don't know why, like, I want to do like a voice of God kind of thing, where so I edited my voice, and that's what the Lost came from, and that's the brand new series, all that stuff. But
If where
I
I've
mean,
been was supposed to change who I am,
it's alright.
then why am I still the same?
It's alright, but you know, definitely a little cringeworthy, and you know, definitely looking at it now, like the filters and all the shots and basically all the dialogue too would be done way better now. I love the concept that I went with like that digital TV effect with Billy Graham speaking as a little message, and you know, like, it's the hardest thing to do though, because like when you find messages like that, you have to like dive deep into it, and you have to like there's a full 45-minute message, and you're like trying to skim through for a word that fits exactly what your theme is. Like, I love doing that with you know, pulling from a famous preacher, but it's just so hard, like having all that footage and stuff. Karina the Rock, yes. You'll see more of that footage of that rock in a second, but the sound of that clunk in the water. Is this it?
I can't seem to find how I got here.
No. But still. And I remember too that like this trailer was supposed to include the third part, which we'll get into later too, which was the third week of Izzy's footage, and just for some reason we didn't have the time to shoot the stuff and get it into the trailer for you know, for when this trailer was supposed to release. Yeah, bloop is right. Bloop. It was the weirdest sound. And the thing is too, I had a reverse effect, I guess, on the video. Not a reverse, but like an inverted color scheme. So it was like, I don't know why.
A brand new series coming to Friday Night Movement, starting this June. Only at G Movement Friday nights.
From The Office. So yeah, that was the trailer for Lost, and yeah, like I said, it's kind of weird, but you know, understandable. But we're gonna get into some vault footage here of basically each of those weeks that we recorded, and see that footage that we had to work with. So let's open the vault. 1 second, and now. Ready? Ready? Go back, go back. So this day we were shooting. It was just me and Elliot and Noah. And I don't know why. Like you're gonna notice. Like I seem like I'm in a bad mood or something. Like
You did.
I guess I just like have an attitude. I don't know why. I'm like I don't. Maybe I was going through something, but yeah. So here's another scene. Basically, I was just like, I don't know, just walk and look at a rock, just look lost and throw this, do that, and it was just like the randomest things. Like you'll notice in all of the weeks of the footages, it's just like they're doing random things for no reason. It kind of doesn't really tie into the theme. It's more like just the B-roll for what is most important, which is their audio, which we recorded after. You'll see like later when I get into it for the full videos, but basically we just took random shots of them doing stuff. I was like, alright, walk down, I'm gonna get a shot of your hand and just have rocks in your hand. I honestly have no idea why. You'll notice too, like when they're on camera, everyone that you'll see on the footage, they don't know how to walk. They just forget how to walk.
I need a rock that shows.
Do it again. No, you don't really need to. Go.
The attitude, man. I don't know why I had attitude. Sounds like somebody's peeing. It's just
Yeah,
random
but just
footage.
like the water and just the rock skipping.
Yeah, that'd be a cool idea. Actually, try it.
Yo, hold up.
But I can't skip a rock, so.
No, I mean like throw it in and like when it does this, it goes. Like the thing when it goes,
Yeah, you're right.
it looks cool.
Keep going.
I'm like, yeah, hold on. AK, I was like, yeah, no. Am I in the water right now? I'm so confused. Those throws, man. Alright, so this...
Do it like right here, dude.
This is where you're gonna see that where the rock makes appearance. We tried. I don't know why it was so hard to do this, but you know, it took us a couple tries to get like a decent splash, and I guess that little bloop was the perfect one. You'll see here.
Do it like right here, dude.
I know about that.
See, look at that! Look at that! Look at that!
I'm trying to do it like up.
I know I slur my talking now, but I used to do it way more back then.
Ellie, why don't you come over here then, dude?
Yeah, come over here.
I was like,
Or should I just do it?
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. Do it. Do it like right here.
Just let me get a rock.
Nigga, I could do it. Screw it. I missed.
You suck!
Your
Oh,
mom.
that smells really sexy. I got you.
No, look.
Your mom.
Watch the beast.
Do it like up.
I got you.
Two.
Can I try this?
Go.
That was pretty good.
Too low.
That's all I got.
You can try one last
Sounds
one.
like a gush. It's like.
You ruined the shot. That would have been.
The sounds, man. I got a couple more here.
Go.
Just random walking.
Action.
By this point, you'll notice there's a lot more people at the park, so you hear kids more.
Can we talk?
Yeah.
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 Ellie, you should do that turn around thing. Like you're really lost. It's just like turn around moments. It's like.
It's just the most random footage.
Ooh, is Axel gonna be mad?
So we took all of that and we just ended up putting things together, and we had him record a voiceover, and basically with the inspiration of the voiceovers, real quick, was I had 3 songs in mind, and that first line of the song, or whatever line that's talking about lost, I took and I ended up using it to like start the song and then like cut off and have this void of space, and then have that be the first line of the, which I honestly don't know what I was doing with the the scripture, I guess, the writing. So this is the end result of that footage. Also, if you notice in the back, you slightly start to hear the guitars of Ready, Set, Go by Royal Taylor featuring Capital Kings. And that's because like I like this intro at the time, and I completely lost the footage of it. And then so I was like, you know what? I just took it from the video that's on our YouTube channel of the dance that, you know, it was like Elliot, Axel, Ayana, and Nicole who did a dance to that song. And I was like, I just took it and I was like, let me take that first part because you don't really hear the guitars that much, but you still kind of hear the guitars.
When I'm lost, you pursue me.
When I'm lost, you pursue me.
See right there at the beginning of this
You
song.
lead me to where I need to be, but I don't know how I ended up here. I feel like I was left abandoned. You woke me up for my eyes to see, but my actions led me to be blind. If where I've been was supposed to change who I am, then why am I still the same? If I'm not living my life like I'm on a treadmill, why does it feel like the life that I'm living is treading on me? I needed you to lead me, not to pursue me. You told me that I'm not alone, and you show me the way. But if I am the light, then why can't I see through this maze of shadows?
What up, Caleb? Laughing.
I can't go back from where I came if I already ran out of tape to rewind. I can't seem to find how I got here. What am I doing? How did I get here? Lost. Where am I?
And literally, as you can see by there, you know, the title frame of the series, I just went online and searched up Lost, the rock throw, yes. I just searched up Lost, and the series Lost came up, and basically I was like, okay, let me just take this, add Where Am I, Lost series, and then G1 logo. It's like, hey, it's ours. Like, not really. Basically, it's just like stealing and and just plastering it, calling it ours. But yeah, it's
Not to pursue me.
the music.
Supposed to
and
change
it's like
if
it's
I'm not-
supposed to be inspirational and stuff, but it just doesn't.
But if I am the
be
light,
inspirational.
then why can't I see through this maze of shadows? I can't go back from where I came
Right here.
if I already ran out of tape to rewind. Here.
So we just like put random footage together and just went with it. the poetry that I tried to do is why it makes no sense, but whatever. So that was week 1. Basically the idea with that was it would open up that first week of the series and just show the theme and like introduce it, and really like from there, that was right before the preaching, so the preacher would go up and just start preaching about Lost, and go from there. I'm gonna go to week 2 now. This one is with Nicole, and that day I was with Nicole and Patricia was the additional. So just like Noah was the additional on the last one, Patricia was the additional on this one. So yeah, let's go through the footage of that. And let's not show it. Now.
Stop smiling.
Sorry, because stay turned around.
And go like this, like you're playing with your hair. Like, where am I? Like this way.
6 years ago,
Like
a month from now. Crazy how time flies. Just gradually getting off in the bag. So you'll notice, I don't know why, but Nicole does not know how to walk in this. I don't know if it's just the nerves or whatever, being on camera, but like, I don't know. So I was just like, act lost, look around, walk through, and just, I don't know how to describe it, but basically just look around. It was a windy day that day. I don't know why. It just out of nowhere it just became windy. You could hear it in the video. I think too that you notice that she's going fast. It's because I think she was afraid. Well, not afraid, but worried to be on there because it's a abandoned train track and it's like a bridge over the water. So she wanted to get through it as quick as possible, and she did a good job, obviously, keeping her composure throughout it. But just know that she was terrified, especially right there because there's nothing in between those wood. It's just like a death drop, which we'll get to that in a minute.
all right, let go. Turn around.
Wait, what? Turn around what?
Like turn around like this and.
What up, Hector? God bless. So yeah, what I mean by those holes being there, I'm gonna show you some footage, and then I'll show you the result, I guess. So this is in the middle of what happened.
Is the camera good? Yeah, it's good.
So obviously you didn't see exactly what happened there. You just saw the aftermath. So me being the not so smart, rebellious, adventurous guy, I was jumping from wood plank to wood plank. So as you can see here, wood plank to wood plank, and then obviously it's awkward and running at a certain rate. So I started to skip some, and then I got a little too, I guess, confident in myself, and I ended up slipping through. I don't know if you could see this. I'm gonna see if I can get this up, but right, you can't really see it, but anyways, there's a scar right here now, because what happened, I ended up slipping through, and my legs, well, at least my left leg, went down into the crack, and got scraped up by the wood, and they freaked out because they honestly thought that I fell through to my death, but no, it was just, I just fell a little bit, You know, up to my shin and basically scraped it. It's not too much of a scar, but you know, it's still a little scarred. So yeah, let's look at it again. I guess on my way down, I hit record. Pretty dope.
Is the camera good? Yeah, it's good.
So Patricia's dying, laughing, and Nicole is just like, calling my name. So yeah, that's the story of my scar. Move it on.
Stupid cars.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's walking that way because like she's trying to lay it flat against that wood plank, but it's just a weird way to walk. For no reason, like when we first got there was like no cars, but then when we started recording, cars were passing by like nothing, so that was annoying. And then we got one final one. Basically it's just like we're gonna do a railroad thing and just act lost in the railroad and you know whatever. So she ended up just seeing the rock and picking it up and just throwing it. Just completely random stuff, and I don't know why that has anything to do with Lost, but you know we got it to work. So let's open up the vault and see how the final video came out. So
You took me from the wayside, called me alone, throw me a lifeline to carry me home. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want. Over the horizon is where I look beyond. You're the silver lining, breaking through the storm. Jesus, you're all I want, you're all I want.
let me know if it's too loud to you guys. Or if my voice is too loud.
Castaway lost in the violent sea.
Castaway lost in the violent sea. Piano
A
music goes
castaway lost in the violent sea. I'm on the path that you call me to be on. You already shown me the why and the how. What about the where? I'm lost and I don't know what to do.
again. The filter is just like atrocious.
If I continue walking forward, not knowing how it will end or where I will be, then why is this path paved small enough for only me?
I swear I was being a poet with it. Like I'm a fool.
Will the path lead me to the end of the tracks, or will it show me the first stop to moving forward? I keep moving, not because I know the way, but because you told me to go. I don't know what's in store for me, but we never see where the water ends after it goes down the drain.
That's true, but it goes to the ocean.
I can't seem to find where I'm going. Where is this leading me? Where am I going? Lost. Where am I?
So basically that first week was lost, where am I? And then the second one was continuing with like the lost, or like kind of like where am I going? And then the last one, I don't remember what the last one was, but you know, obviously we'll look at the footage right now. But that was basically the theme of the 3 weeks going into it. And you know, for 2014, even I think looking back then, it was probably cringe then too. Like, it's just trying to be inspirational, but really, really failing at being inspirational. Like, I can only imagine how you guys or whoever was there to watch it went through and just like how you guys felt about it. Cause like I didn't know. All right, so this is the last one. This was week 3 with Izzy, and we did a couple shots with her, and Elliot and Noah were there with me on that one. Elliot helped me out with some camera work, so here we go.
Dude,
Sparta! Look out. Hurry up. Speeding. Just squatted on a rock by the creek. I think this was like right when we're about to leave, and I was like, yo, let's just go over here real quick. That'd be a dope shot. Let's do it. So I remember one of the problems was like trying to get her to walk slowly, like on pace in the shot, and she would either go too fast or not know what to do.
I'm looking at the end. I landed on the end. That's what.
Try not to look over there as much.
Okay.
And like,
Recap.
If you have to stop, do that stop and just like, for like a quick pause.
Yo, real talk, how much do you love Jesus? Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Man, you don't even know.
Izzy! How much do you love
How much you love Jesus, man? You don't even know. That's mad funny. So yeah, I was explaining to her. I was like, all right, just walk through. Don't look at the camera. Just look lost and have a slow pace and stuff, and you know, whatever. Then we got this random shot of this family. I don't know why. It's just very interesting. We'll see. I think 3 of them. This kid at the end does a little bit of a Naruto run. Like I don't know why we shot this, but we just shot this random family. I think we're practicing this shot that we wanted to go for, and it was like, hey, people are coming, you know, we could use them, I guess, as stand-ins. You would think that we're in a bush or something, but we're literally just on the floor, like on a hill. I just realized you could see Noah in the back. Hold up. Right here, Noah's feet, Noah's body. Or is that me? That's me. That's me. I'm dead. I remember she was talking to herself about like the bugs and stuff. A lot of this we did quick because the bugs are too much.
Action!
Every single time we hit like action, Noah was doing something.
Keep going. Stop wrong. Hold it, hold it, hold it.
Keep on going, kid. It's okay. You still got a far way to go. Walk slower.
Walk slower, still walks fast.
Just walk past me. Walk past me.
Sorry, I'm like.
And then we got one final one before we see the final product.
Speed.
Action! Try to do this one. They won't be in the shot, but.
This is a random shot of her holding the tree.
Look around more. Just a little.
Look like you're scared.
Oh, I'm scared. Believe me right now.
You ever had food stamps indeed?
Wait, what?
You ever had food stamps indeed?
You
You ever had food stamps indeed?
you have to have food stamps indeed. Okay. So that was the footage for that third week, and then here is the final result. Let's go ahead and open up the vault for that. And now.
Come on, let's sing. I was lost with a broken heart.
Piano music going.
I was lost with a broken
I
heart.
don't know why that's mad funny.
I walk around not knowing where I am or where I was. How
It's just-
did I even get here?
It's just going from like to like. Reminds me of like Jimmy Fallon when they're doing like the thank you notes.
Where If I find the answers to the questions that keep me from finding more, will it stop me from moving forward, or will it make me search for more questions? If I changed everything that has happened to me in the past, will it change the way I see life now? Or would it keep me going the way I used to? If you asked me, I wouldn't know. I'm lost without an answer. I can't seem to find where I was.
Okay, so that was the third week. Like, where was
What
I?
happened to me? Where was I? Lost.
The voice crack.
Where am I?
So basically, it's like the 3 weeks were, where am I? Where am I going? And where was I? And basically, like, the whole purpose of that is just like finding out, like, you need to know all three to really, I guess, know where God wants you to be, and discover where, who, or what, just be found, I guess, is like you need to know where you are right now in your state, where you're going, where God wants you to go in a sense, and then where you were is like what God put you through. And it just tried to be inspirational, but it was like not inspirational at all. It was like the worst, the worst inspiration I have seen. But you know, this was 6 years ago. You know, this was just a year out of college or film school, and just like getting inspiration and let's do this, let's do that. And you know, this is what I want to do. I want to do more of like the series videos, but obviously not cringy, like actually good. But yeah, so that was the Lost series. You know, we had that back in June 2014. We saw the trailer, and yeah, the series obviously was way better than the videos were. But you know, maybe looking back, you know, if we were to do this again, we would definitely do it a lot better and plan it out way better. So, next things next, we're gonna go over some fellowship that we actually did, some sports related things that we did back in 2015. So let's go ahead and open the vault for that. So here we are, ice skating. This was February or March. We usually go around that time. So let's play that again. This is Providence.
I always felt.
This is our group. This is a pretty decent sized group that we went with.
The first time I came, just kneel down in front. I'm missing people.
I know we get together, so I'm gonna try to see if I remember everybody.
Oh, see,
Oh shoot, some style with ice skates. You're just trying to get everybody for a photo. I got a decent sized group going over here, my god. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, like 25, maybe more? It's crazy. You guys want to go ice skating again? If we're ever allowed to be out when it's winter.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know why I was screaming like that. So basically, I was also taking a photo with a phone. I forgot which phone. So, you got Ephraim. Is that Nate? Yeah, it's Nate. You got Edgar. I think this is Buddy. Is this Sarah? Looks like maybe. You got Chris, Caleb, Rose, Patricia, Axel, Caroline, Pastor Stephanie, Valerie. Is that Cassandra? Yeah, Cassandra. She had red hair. Interesting. Meglani, hey. Yeah, definitely gotta go ice skating again. I don't know who you are. I feel bad that I don't know who you are. Then Nicole. I remember him. I just forgot his name. Pastor Junior, Kathy. You got Jomar. You have Hector, Kelvin, little Jojo right there, Brian, and of course Boopy. So, pretty decent sized group right there. It's crazy seeing like the year difference.
On and
Just
go.
5 years.
Another one.
Jojo with the peace sign just like standing like this.
3, 2.
Oh, you gotta eat that mine in the back too.
You good?
Just causing a scene in the middle of an ice skating rink. Oh, what was that? That was 3-8. Okay. All right. So there's just some more ice skating. This was just a time lapse. Let's play that again. And then here's a few more.
You will die. My legs are like, I'm gonna give out. My toes are like, I'm gonna give out. My case? Alright, I want to do one more lap.
Caleb.
Costs like $20. We're looking into getting them printed out, like a lot. What type of phone is it? It's a 5. iPhone 5.
Junior always knows how to ice skate. It always shows up. That like smooth, like slide over and that stop
It's a 5.
is like
iPhone 5.
mad clean.
Okay, we're ready to get out? Yeah. Are you ready to get out? Yeah. Dude, come on, dude, get out.
Just falls.
Nate, I beat you. I stopped. You getting the hang of it? Move in. There you go.
Kelvin, record me.
This is my favorite song.
Covered in snow.
Saudi! 5 minutes. That's 5 minutes and you just wanna... Yeah, you recording?
Are you recording? Talks to the camera. Are you recording? Kelvin falling again in the same exact spot. And then here is that last footage that I have from ice skating. I honestly have not gone ice skating since the last time we went, which was like maybe 4 years ago. I think, yeah, because like I think the year after this I had a GoPro, and that was the last time I went. Caleb. It's weird seeing Caleb no beard, like pre-beard. Yeah, so I haven't gone ice skating in like forever, and I knew like every single year we're like, oh, we're going ice skating, so let me prepare going ice skating earlier so that way I'm good at it, but never did. Excuse me, never went. We'll be rolling. Ice skating is fun, but for like a few minutes. In my opinion, it's just like it's fun to go around, but then you're going in circles. You're like, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm bored. Damn, actor with a smoothness.
Now I gotta go around once.
This is that 1 foot. Boom. To the next foot. And then walking. That's crazy. Staff helping. And this is when we're leaving. You're just wrangling everyone up.
You go over there?
So yeah, that was ice skating. That was ice skating. I definitely want to go again, even though I said that it's not that fun, but you know, it's kind of fun. It's fun when you go with people. So got some footage here from that one time we did an obstacle course kind of exercise thing at 4 course. So let's check it out. No, Chris. Dude. Oh, little JoJo.
How you doing?
Dude, what year was it? So it was like what, 2015 or something? Roller skating isn't as cold. I mean, it depends if it's cold out, but yeah, it's not that cold. Like on the ice. Basically, I forgot what they called it, but it's just like a CrossFit. That's what we did. It was like a CrossFit kind of obstacle course that they set up for free at 4 course. And we just went and I forgot, I think Cassandra got invited by her friend, and then she invited us, and a handful of us went out to go check it out. Is that my leg? Hold on. Yeah, you can see the scar right there from that incident. Just a little bit. All right. So they had us line up and then like basically stretch. Pretty dope. And then we started off with this. Basically, we had the sledgehammer. We're dragging the tires, and then you gotta flip it over. So the girls went first, and then the guys went. Karina, I see some G Movement merch. That is correct. That is correct. You'll see this a lot. There's a lot of G Movement merch out there. Mostly the G with in the Superman logo kind of style. There's also, you know, that G Movement typical logo. But yeah, some G Movement merch. Hopefully you got some in the future ASAP. Glennie, that's my mom. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. So Glennie's mom.
Linda.
Come on, Nicole! Flip it, flip it, flip it! That Caroline is on a roll! See, you lifting those boxes at Dunkin' Donuts helps you out.
That's when Caroline used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. I gotta hear that again. Hold on.
Flip it, flip it, flip it! That Caroline is on a roll! See, you lifting those boxes at Dunkin' Donuts helps you out.
He started to say like she's used to it, but then he changed it to flipping those boxes, lifting those boxes at Dunkin' Donuts. That was 25. Here's 26. So then the guys went. This was like the end of that, basically. I went after. It was like me and this random guy, but you know, we don't need to see that. I beasted, of course, obviously. I got strength of donkey. They gave JoJo, they gave JoJo a mini tire. That's so cute. So yeah, they basically
You got this.
they had us do with the sledgehammer, run it as far as we can to a certain line, and then we gotta flip it back over.
Come on, guys.
They had to do it a couple times. Basically, it's just like an exercise thing, and they had us go from station to station. Glennie was also there. Really? I think I remember. I don't remember this day too much. I just obviously have the footage, but yeah. I think I remember. So after that, we had some obstacles, I guess, to go through. So we had this wall we had to climb across, and then you'll see later there's ropes and walls and things you gotta lift and stuff.
Girl, your son got it, girl. You almost got that. I suck at that.
6:30, 6:32. Yes, rewind. Hold up, let me go back. 25. I'm wearing right. I'm wearing right on the left. What?
Come on, Caroline! Come on,
You're wearing white or red? Like over here? Wearing white? Is that you? Is that you with the? Is that you with that baby and the phone? Magleni?
Flip it, flip it, flip it! That Caroline is on a roll! See, you lifting those boxes that Dunkin' Donuts helps you out.
That line. Alright, where were we? 32? No, 30. We're on 30. So basically that's the wall that we're climbing. You would think it's easy, but it's actually like a little hard. It's that baby Ruby. Oh yeah. Yes, yes. Little baby Ruby. So we had to climb this wall. After that, we had to go on this rope, hang upside down like I'm doing there, and just climb up or across, or like I don't know which, like, cause you're upside down, so the direction kind of to you is up, but you're also going to the side. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, you see more G Movement merch there. Boom, tank top, and then a regular t-shirt. I look like one of those jerks at the gym who was like, "Hey, I'll show you how to lift." 33. So then after that, once you completed that, you gotta climb over this rope wall, I guess. Obviously, it wasn't like a race. It was more of a just exercise thing. So it was like, all right, you know, take your time. We're gonna do this step by step and a certain amount of people at a time. So you'll see everyone going 2 by 2, and then at the last moment, it was me, Axel, and Hector going at the same time. By the way, happy draft day to all of those football watchers. The draft should be starting about now, so I'm very excited to see who picks up who in this year's draft. But as you can see, a bunch of us would not be drafted, going up and down these walls. And then, so you can see, like, they went up in pairs, and then lastly it was me, Axel, and Hector. And you know, some of us were slower than others, some of us got caught, but I think like the three of us at the end, we just like murdered the course on that, and we just like did so good on it. To play where? Well, I mean, NFL. It's supposed to, it should be starting back up, you know, if this quarantine is lifted. Stephanie's stuck. She got to the top and then she just stuck. He's getting in position to catch her just in case she falls. Let me go back. Right here is like, oh, uh-oh. The support though, I was like, nice, woo! In his head, he's like, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Can we do us 3 together? Yeah, if you're so comfortable with it. Definitely strong enough.
Can we all 3 together? Yeah. So this is like for those who seen it in one of the intro videos of F&M. I don't know if it was like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 3.5, 2.5, whatever. One of the intros for the Friday Night Movements. this is where that scene came from, of the three of us climbing that obstacle course. Basically, we used it to be like, hey, this is what we do kind of thing, but this is like the only time we did it. We are not typical, like, let's go out and exercise and do CrossFit kind of obstacle course thing, even though, you know, like, we're down for it, but this is not what we usually do. And here we go. Right there, I slipped. Axel got stuck for a second. Axel's tall enough just to like reach the top without even jumping. 33, 35. So then we had to go through some walls. We had to go through the red walls that you see on the right, and then we had to climb up that, climb up the next one, climb up the next one.
Come on, Stephanie!
No momentum at all. Oh yeah, let's see that again.
Come on, Stephanie!
So you have two options. You could try to just go for it, and then like if you want to do the cheaper way, there's a little peg here to help climb. But I mean, respect for trying it. That wall looks painful. A little bit. Oh my god. Jojo showing off, he's like, I did it. They should really put like another one, because that's still a high wall from there. Oh! Ow! You hear in the background, I was like, don't jump! And I was like, don't jump. As she's jumping, no! Ouch.
Oh my god, there's more. Gracias, señor.
Caroline.
Actually, where do you want me to put this?
Caroline tried to jump that like as everyone's going.
Gracias, señor.
Just smacks the wall.
Gracias, señor.
Right here. She's like, go, 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 go.
Gracias, señor. Actually, where do you want me to put this?
Joe going up the other wall. Joe. I already did it. Alright, so after that you had to go through like an army crawl. And then after this, there was like, alright, we're just gonna go ahead and go. Oh, there was a couple other things too. I didn't have footage for that, but basically, this was the rope climb, and Stephanie could only get so far, so then she just started swinging. Cassandra tried to climb, but she couldn't. I tried too. It's just like so hard to climb up a rope. Maybe this is what I need. She's just like stepping on Stephanie. How do I get down? You hear at the end, she's like Stephanie's saying jump, and Axel's like, don't jump. Don't jump. And then final one of the obstacle course before we go to our last segment. And this was climbing up another one. Yeah, this was like a half wall. Chris struggling to get over. See, it's not as easy as you think. You think it's like, oh, it's a short wall, I can hop that, but it's just like, it takes some work. That setup, like it looks like she's about to do it, but then she like lags. She grabs it, jumps like 2 seconds later, loses all momentum. So that was the obstacle course, and then finally we got some footage from volleyball, which I am so excited to play again, hopefully soon. But yeah, volleyball. We always get lost sometimes. I don't know why. Like, it's so simple. Like on the rotation, it's like, wait, where do I? It's like, it's not that hard. You go here and you go there. This kid's crazy. Do the lean.
You do the leaning. Do the shout out, Junior. Shout out, come on, drop it. This is G Women Volleyball
2015. 5 years ago.
Practice.
We didn't play volleyball enough last year. We gotta play more this year. Hopefully, if we're allowed out in the summer, which in the name of Jesus we will be. Oh my God. Alright, so we have Joshua, Crystal, Rudy, Axel, Hector, and Gatti versus me, Cassandra, Patricia, Caroline, my dad, and I don't know who that is. I'll probably know later. Fellow and Brenda rotated in now. Oh, it's Brian. There's no such thing as friendship when it comes to playing volleyball. Yeah, that's true. I mean, there is friendship, but it's on hold. It's just rivalries and teammates. That's the only two things that there are. Those are short clips.
Duro, Stephanie, como te enseñé, para que aquel vea. Dale, duro. Eso es.
Oh, it's Stephanie, not Brenda. So yeah,
Defense.
and yeah, we did play only like
Defense,
once.
guy.
We need to play more.
Si perdemos, no quiero perder. Defense.
Wait,
Defense.
if we lose,
Defense.
I don't want to lose.
Hey, defense, guy.
Defense.
Hey, si perdemos, no quiero perder. Defense.
If we lose, I don't want to lose.
Defense.
Fellows like gnarls.
Oye. Hey. Brenda va a jugar, Marta va a jugar. Toma, Aspi, apágalo.
Just, what a second. Me just kneeing him in the nuts. I'm a dirty player. Hennessy, what up? Yeah, so definitely need to play volleyball a lot more because it's just so much fun. Like the rivalry is fun too. It's like it's all out of love, but still, you know, it's fun. This is a nice long clip now. This is about 6 minutes, so we get to watch a little bit of a game. We can do some commentary too. This might be the only sports that we get to see live in forever with some commentary. So here we go. Kathy serves the ball and completely hits the net. And his left team rotates. Wait, who was it? Who went to serve? Who went to serve? Marta goes to serve. Oh no. Marta's rotating out. Patricia's up to serve. She hits it and goes over. Rudy touches it. Even though he was out. Wait a minute. That was the most unfairest thing. Like, he touched it. It doesn't matter if he was out. That was so illegal. Axel serves it over, hits it back. That's a rotate for the left team. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another intense game of volleyball here. GM Volleyball, straight from 2015. As we see Majito serves. Felito serves. Cassandra just whacks it down. And just hit it over and just like over, and then she's like, I got it. Nah, whatever. So now right team rotates. Hector serves, it goes over. I hit it over, and then Joshua hits it back, and it goes out. We need better, like a better court or like have better lines, because like that's the number one thing that we always have issues with. It's just seeing what's in, what's out.
There you go. Get back to your spot, Felito. Hurry. Dos manos, sister. Train your team, Felito.
So it seems like Raziel is coaching the left team, and mostly coaching his sister because she's not really hitting it with both hands. All right, right team hits it out. Left team rotates, right? No, what's his face? Felo's still serving, no? Oh, okay, now they're rotating. So now Martha rotates in. Cassandra rotates out. Martha's serving, and she hits it over. Anytime. Anytime. Hits it over. Dang, that's a nice, powerful shot. Hector hits it to Joshua. Joshua hits it to Tommy, and it goes out. Right team rotates. This is not very entertaining. I'm going to be honest. This is not like, you know, we've had some entertaining games of volleyball. This was like 5 years ago. So this is when we're like all kind of, I'm going to say trash. Like some of us obviously were okay. Some of us were good. Raziel, I used to be so angry when playing this. Yeah. Yeah. Raziel used to he used to be so angry because like a lot of people didn't know how to play then. So you would serve it and then get upset because someone was messing up for one reason. Calling me the moaner. Is it because I complain too much, Raziel, huh?
Got him! The motor with the spike!
The moaner. The moaner Lisa. So 1-7. Thank you, Raziel, for the update of the score. It is 1-7. We are serving. That was our first point. Left team serves it over to Hector, and we get another point. So 2-7. My dad is serving. 2-7. Another high hit as usual. Throws the right team off. Hector misses his shot, and it is now 3-7. One word, machito. Yes. Thing is, too, a lot of people used to cheat so bad in volleyball. It was like, what? That was legal, and then argue about it. 4-7. Now we're coming back. Now this is what I like to see, baby. You got left team serving once again. Hits it over. Goes to Gatti. Goes to Axel. Axel hits it over. Then I hit it. And it's good. 5-7. That angle, though. I don't know. Brazil picks up the camera. Was that a point? I don't even know. I have great commentary.
6-7. The machine.
You have a lot better commentary now than you did before, Brazil. Like, you would do like some commentary here and there, but like now you just do it consistently and actually like perfectly. So
7-7. The streak.
Brazil now taking over for commentary. Shout out to its_Raz.
No, 8-7. Ask me, your dad's the highlight of the summer.
That is true. That is true.
Eight, 7.
Ooh, good save. That's out. Oh. And the score is ruined. Or the consistent score at least.
It's over.
Oh, 6:04. I have 3 more clips. Who's laughing? I have no idea.
The streak.
I have no idea. Oh, I love Valerie. We got the practice squad now on the field. You got Nicole and is that Bree? Yeah, little Bree. Little Bree. Look like a twig. Oh my god. Versus Raziel, Patricia, and Rose. Got 2 more. That was a scratchy laugh when your dad was there. Scratchy.
Oh, stops! I forgot about the stop sign. She fails. If she calls back and she fails, I would laugh so hard. I completely forgot. I had like 4 people drive and they're like older than me and they run the stop sign and I just stopped.
Got one last clip.
My mom didn't leave yet. I can get my mom a keys. So that somebody can pick up driving around.
Ashby!
I had a tendency of doing this with my GoPro, and I have no idea why. Though with that fresh cut, though. Brazil straight to the smack. Stephanie, no. Alright, so yeah. It makes me miss like sports so much, you know, like being out and just playing and like I'm glad that this quarantine happened when, you know, like we're in the house and not like during the middle of the summer where it's like, okay, now from going outside to being inside forever and then end up turning into winter or whatever. Like it's just so perfect that it happened like end of winter, beginning of spring kind of thing where it's like now hopefully we'll be through this and, you know, get out and it'll be summer. So definitely want to play more volleyball. Definitely want to go ice skating again. It's like every time we go through the vault, it just makes me want to either do these things that I did before or just like see these things again. And it's just like that's basically the whole purpose of this vault is to look back and just not only have a good laugh or have a good distraction or just cringe at some old videos and stuff, but basically just see some things that like motivate us and also like get us ready and get us in the right mindset of like wanting it more. You know, like it's that phrase where it's like absence makes the heart grow fonder, where it's like, okay, when you don't have something is when you want it the most, or it's like, you know, you don't know what you have till it's gone kind of thing. So it's like, you know, it's sad that we're here, but you know, we're gonna be out soon, and it's gonna be fun to be back there. And I think this year, more than anything, we're just gonna be doing a lot more, whether it's like more volleyball, more sports, or more just hanging out and stuff. And you know, I'm ready for it. So I have one last clip to show you, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. This one's just for fun. This one I was looking through and I was like dying laughing. So yeah, let's just look at it. So, I was recording this for video evidence just in case, but I just went upstairs from being downstairs, and all of a sudden, like, she's just screaming her head off. Like, I'm like, so I just got to the top of the stairs, and I'm just like standing there, I'm like, she's crying, so I'm like, I'm gonna record this just in case. Just so people are like, oh, like, what'd you do to her? Did you hit her? Whatever. I'm just like, no, I'm recording this. Like, she's just screaming for no reason, bawling at her eyes out. Just throwing a temper tantrum for no reason. So yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to end on a nice little note. Just a fun video to end it with, basically. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for episode 3 of The Vault. I'm running out of things to look into, so if you have any ideas for me to search into, let me know. You know, like send a message to me, text me, or even like send a message to the GM chats, or you know, like the DMs of GMRI at Instagram or whatever, and hit us up. You know, like, let us know what you want us to show, because like I have other stuff too. You know, like it's fun to look at the fun stuff, and it's also good to look back at the other things. Like, you know, the first episode we looked at BIG, so BIG conference and the aftermath, and then the BIGs that never happened. And then last episode excuse me, we're looking at the summer of 2014. So we saw G-Vival, we saw Grace Awards and Summer Bash, and you know, this time was more of just a laid back, let's look back at just some moments that make us miss church and make us miss being out with each other. But we have more footage, you know, like you know, the G-Vivals of 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. You know, we had a leadership conference in 2016, and we had a bunch of different things. So like, let us know what you want to see in a future episode, and you know, we'll be back next week, same time, 7 o'clock here on YouTube. We have a full schedule actually, starting next week, which is really cool, really dope. This week we had a Bible study yesterday. Today we have obviously the GM Vault, which you just watched, and then tomorrow we're actually moving over Friday Night Movement, and we're gonna do something called Digital Game Night. So there's still time to vote for which game you guys want to play tomorrow. So we'll be on Discord, and you could vote on our Instagram story. There's the finalists basically of the games that were there. So the final 2 are the voting game versus Scriblio. So it's gonna be really fun to play with you guys tomorrow digitally. Even though we can't meet up physically, we can still meet up online. So we're gonna have a good time. I'll be hosting Digital Game Night tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time, have fun, and then next week we have a nice schedule. So Sunday, obviously, we have our Sunday morning service on our GIC Facebook page. Monday we have we're starting back up the the effortless change classes that we've been giving. It's gonna be on IGTV, so you can look on it there. And it's gonna be 7 o'clock on Monday. Tuesday at 7 o'clock, we're gonna have a live stream on our Facebook page, and it's just gonna be worship. So I'll be there giving a little bit of worship, and we're just gonna worship together. Wednesday night class, once again, we're gonna have our Zoom class and go on from there. I believe we're gonna do a little game and activity, if I'm not mistaken, for next week on Zoom, so stay tuned for that. 7 o'clock on Wednesday. Basically everything is at 7 o'clock. And then Thursday next week, GM update, not GM update, sorry, the GM Vault once again. And then next Friday we have Friday Night Movement. Finally, once again, our online service. So we're gonna have a good time and worship, get a nice word, and we'll have a new series up for you guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and just looking through the vault, talking with you guys. It's always fun to be with you. Miss you all. I love you all, and hopefully sometime soon we'll be together. So God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for Digital Game Night, and we'll see you next week on the next episode of GM Vault. God bless, guys. Good night.